A, about something in April, and B, something totally different in July. And that's why I'm not going to give that much credence to what his thought is then or it is now. I think that, what we should do is try to figure out what can be done about a situation like this, and how many other situations are related to this. What's going on right now, it's just part of the historical legacy that we've had to face living in this country. Starting with the bringing us over here and running away from the patrollers and the patty rollers. And Harriet Tubman in her efforts to free people, she said, I could have freed 1,000 more if they only knew that they were slaves. So the things that we need to deal with, not just, those among us who, as we used to call, might Tom out or say something inappropriate or stupid at a time. What we need to do is,
you need to just leave them alone.
These people out here right now, and that the media, who is showing me what they can of these demonstrators, white, black, old, young, and otherwise, coming out against this injustice, against this man who was unrightfully murdered by the police. I think we need to understand the political or judicial process that allows something like this to happen. I think we need to also investigate what the federal government can do about it. I think that, we give Charles Barkley all this, but when I look out at this crowd, I see all types of people. So Charles Barkley obviously isn't influencing them. What can be done?
But you see.
If you want to belabor that point, you can go ahead. But I'm just saying to you, what can be done to stop this, or do we need to be aware of our legacy, the legacy of black people living in this country, and having to suffer from this type of oppression? This oppression, the alignment of our people, the self-hatred that's been enforced upon us and that we fall for. These are things that are concerning me. This is what concerns me, because I don't like seeing people that look like me being taken down like that. I don't like the knowledge that 1 out of every 3 black males is going to have to deal with the judicial system or the penal system in some other way. I don't like knowing that my tax dollars are paying for private prisons where somebody's getting wealthy off the fact of locking up people that look like me. So here we have our government, the coercive forces of our government, the police, hurting us. We all knew forever and ever. I think it's in our natural blood and psyche. We know that the policeman is not my friend. Now, we do call the policeman. We can't do anything else. But we all know the policeman is not our friend. We know that from a baby. This son was 2 years old, said, "Oh my God, the cops!" I'm like, how did he know that? We haven't had any altercation. So it's just something that's in our historical DNA that makes us afraid of those people who represent the state. So this is nothing new. Will it ever go away? Can we do some policing of our own in our own community? Can we help each other in some way? And rather than rely on them, how can we look inward to make things work for us? Not necessarily the institutions of government, because they may not do that. Things are slipping away from us. All our civil liberties that we have, our right to privacy, to not being mistreated, the right to vote, suppression of that. Daily these things are happening. So this is just one out of many injustices. Do you still have to stand gladly and say the pledge, liberty and justice for all? Is that what you believe is really happening?
We should even stop wasting our time saying that pledge.
I think I asked you this before. Should everyone get up and say it? And many people say sure.
No, I told you everybody didn't have to get up.
Facebook said, this is not the season for this kind of stuff. There should be peace on earth. And we should unite around peace.
Unite? What?
And I said, well, yeah, we should unite. And we should unite under what banner, though? The banner should say liberty and justice for all. Now, that's what we recite, or some people recite, on a daily basis without really thinking about what that means.
But Marjorie,
and if there were liberty and justice for all,
You asked the question, what can we do? And this today told me that, man, it doesn't seem like we can do much. Because think about it. And we said this. Eric Garner was unarmed.
There is not much you can do about that situation. But I mean, this is, again, you know, as someone who thinks in a very big picture kind of way,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess in my trading, I learned to look at things in a small way. What can I do that's attainable? Eh? Can I help 60 kids, black kids in Maplewood do something? Can I help 100 kids in Essex County? And to take on the whole situation as a media person, yes, we might have, you know, some clout or influence or open someone's eyes. But if you want some, you know, discernible evidence, a quantitative thing to say, we have helped blah, blah, blah number of seniors. We have helped this number of ex-offenders. Whatever you do for a child might prevent them from even getting involved. Or anything bad happening to them. So I guess, you know, in our seeking, rather than me ranting and raving, because I'm aware of this injustice. Many people see no value in understanding history. But this is nothing new. It's just a continuation of the old, and it always seems new. Because it's a new day, and we forget due to all the consumer things and things we want to buy, and the celebrity, and the entertainment that engulfs us 99% of the time. But once in a while, this becomes the entertainment, which is the news. And it's just you and I watching this, maybe you